And hello.
Hi, I'm Captain Carl. Welcome aboard G2. She is a 2017 Fountaine-Pajot Saba 50. Beautiful layout with Fountaine-Pajot. We really like this layout. I don't think it gets much better than this for a term charter boat. There's no big table inside. I think a lot of boats, it's kind of a waste of space inside. We're in the Caribbean. We always want to be outside anyway. We're undercover out here, so always lovely dining experience, our big cockpit table. You look back here, we have plenty of toys for everybody, fun for all ages. We've got a 14-foot tender with a 25-horse Yamaha outboard, plenty of horsepower to pull people around on the tube. We also have a knee board, and a sub-wing is really cool. If you don't know what that is, if you're pretty good in the water, I'll pull you around on that at low speed, and you can actually dive and kind of fly like an airplane underwater. Very cool. And of course, just some fun animals to hang out with in the water, float around on. Sometimes other boats will hire live music, and we'll drag all this stuff over, and you can just hang out with a cocktail and watch some live music, which is pretty epic. Show you around up forward if you follow me this way. Down here we have our 2 stand-up paddle boards, as well as our 6 by 18-foot Maui mat. Everybody, the adults love to hang out there and have a cocktail. I've seen kids wrestle on that and jump off of it for hours on end. So fun for all ages. A lot of nice handholds here. It's kind of deceiving, but gets bumpy in the ocean sometimes. There's always plenty of things to hold on to. I really like that for guests. Not everybody has really good sea legs. Up forward, this is where everybody likes to hang out underway. These seats ratchet back and forth so you can lay down or sit up. Everybody likes hanging out up here and getting splashed and in the wind and the waves. We make our way back here. You can kind of see what I like to call our happy hour tower. We often everybody likes to hang out up there during the sunsets. We'll often serve our appetizer up there. And we are getting soon a sunshade that's going to go on the side of the boom, so that can cover up if people want to be shaded. But if not, there's always shade down in the cockpit as well. And this is the helm. This is where I spend most of my time. One thing I really like about this boat, I've driven boats with 80 people on them, and I don't talk to anybody because I'm just away from everybody. With this setup, everybody's like hanging out up here when we're underway if they're not up there, and I can tell them all my stories, tales, lies, and exaggerations about the area. We're right next to each other. So I really like that aspect. I like hanging out with people. I don't like being lonely at the helm. All right, and with that, we'll make our way inside with Chef Nikki.
Hi guys, welcome aboard. Come on in and I'm going to show you the interior of G2. If you step on inside, this is the spacious salon. We do have a TV over here. It doesn't get used a whole lot on charter, but it does hook up to Netflix and Hulu for kids to watch movies at night. Of course, the full bar. And this is the lovely Galley, where I do spend most of my time. By the way, I'm Chef Nikki. I don't think I introduced myself, so I am the chef on board G2. And this is where you'll find me most of the time. If you want to come on down here, I'll show you a layout over on the port side of the boat. Now this is a neat layout of the FP Saba 50. It's called the owner's layout, and it has this lovely master cabin, or owner's cabin as we call it. Stand-up shower, and the toilet is not inside there, so it's pretty cool. Separate toilet, or head as we call it on the boat. Every one of our cabins has individualized air-conditioned controls, so if you like it really cold, that's great. Your friends can have it really hot in the forward cabin, no problem. Tons of storage on this boat. That's one of my favorite things about it. Everything opens up and it has tons of room inside. It's great. Over here, all of these open up. I mean, there's really no shortage of storage on this boat. It's fantastic. Every bed has a big drawer underneath. People often throw their big luggage in there after they empty it out and make themselves at home for the week. So yeah, we think this cabin is something that kind of sets our boat apart from a lot. It's really lovely, and then if people need to do some office work, they can. We do not encourage it, of course, but you can do that. And then if you want to come forward, the remaining master or queen cabins are the same size and they are identical. They're just flipped. So just give you a little idea of what they look like. They're all dry heads, electric heads. People love that.
We were actually
All right. So that is the interior of G2.
Alright guys, so I have a couple questions about chartering on G2. What would you say is your favorite entertainment skill on this boat or as crew?
Like I said earlier, I have all kinds of fun facts about I was just kidding about the lies and exaggerations. I do like historical accuracy. Some people in our line of work do like to elaborate a little bit, but truth is stranger than fiction, right? So as we make our way all over St. John and the Virgin Islands, there's all kinds of fun pirate stories and history and old sugar plantations and stuff, and I love all that stuff, so I really enjoy sharing all that information with guests.
We do like to incorporate a lot of the pirate stuff. We actually had a charter last season where we did a full treasure hunt, and we did it throughout the week, and we hand drew the maps and everything, and it turned out great. The kids had a blast. So lots of pirate stuff going on in our entertainment style that is common down here in the Caribbean.
That sounds great. We have a question from online, and that's for Chef Nikki. Where did you learn how to cook?
Actually, I grew up cooking with my dad. I'm from Michigan. It's very cold there, so I do a lot of comfort cooking, and I've incorporated that with the tropical theme. I've been down here in St. Thomas for 7 years now, so I've definitely got a lot of seafood and lighter dishes going on, but I've kind of blended them with comfort food and tropical twists. So it's a very unique cooking style, I think, that I have.
Do you have a favorite dish you like to cook?
Oh, I love them all. One of my favorites that stands out, I usually will start my charter with this one, is a blackened grilled mahi-mahi that is topped with a tropical salsa that includes cilantro, mango, pineapple, papaya, all locally sourced if possible. That's always a showstopper. I serve it with a really yummy coconut rice and sometimes some grilled pineapple. People just love it. It's a great way to start the charter.
Do you guys have a charter group that you preference over others?
We get this question a lot, and to be honest, before I got into term chartering, thinking about it, I not gonna lie, I was like, I hope we get more couples, you know, like old friends getting together. But and that's great. We've had some great groups like that, great couples, but the families we've had have just been spectacular. We've had so many small kids that we were just, you know, just torn to see them go, and we've had some great families on board too. So I like a nice mix, you know. I wouldn't want one of the same thing all the time, you know. It keeps our skills honed to deal with all kinds of different folks, and I enjoy that.
It's true. We definitely we like it all. We do, for some reason, we tend to get a lot of families on board, and that of course makes us very happy. But we really like people that are adventurous and open-minded, and I love people that have never been down here before. It's really fun to watch them see everything for the very first time, and especially if they've never been snorkeling. Oh my gosh, it's really cool to see them light up when they see their first sea turtle. I mean, that's what we're doing this for. It's really awesome. So yeah, we like it all.
So I have a question we haven't seen yet today, and it's a great question, but could be telling. What is, in your opinion, the best way to deal with a complicated guest?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Yeah.
Well, definitely keep your cool. It can be tough, you know. I sometimes compare this to going on a blind date. Sometimes you really don't know what kind of guests are going to come on board, and you know, it's unfortunate and it is rare, but sometimes people just are hard to please, and you know, I find that as a new challenge in my career. You know, people that are hard to please, it's like, all right, I'm going to make them smile by the end of this, or I'm going to make them laugh by the end of this. You know, it's just another thing to kind of navigate through, and you know, by the end of it, they're always happy by the end of it. I mean, how could you not, being down here in the Caribbean? It's kind of fun to get a difficult guest. I'm probably the only one that will ever say that, but it is a challenge. Keep smiling.
Yeah, I mean, it is. You know, it's not hard to please people. It's a spectacular environment. There's so many amazing things to do. The only difficulties I've had is just some, you know, every now and then somebody doesn't want to take no for an answer, and you know, my number one job is to keep people safe. And I mean, if I don't think it's safe, then no. And whether they like it or not, I mean, that's my job, and that's really, really important to me. Safety comes first, the safety of the people, then the safety of the boat, and then make sure they're having the best time ever, in that order. So.
And people are really understanding about that. It's pretty easy to kind of explain to people and level, and they're very understanding, most people.
My former command was 80 cruise ship guests every day, so, and Nikki too. So we've seen a lot of different types of personalities, and you know, it can get interesting. You never know what you're gonna get, but that's what keeps it interesting.
So true.
So what is your favorite charter memory?
I have to say the dolphins. We actually have a video. A comrade ship Siesta was next to us in Maho Bay one evening, and dolphins showed up right between these two boats, and Chef Christie on that boat was able to get a video and of course send it to us. So we have this great video. We're just hanging out with our guests. The kids are swimming in the water, and all of a sudden we hear splashing, and these dolphins are just doing big rainbow jumps right next to our boat. It was spectacular. Right at sunset, it just couldn't have been more perfect.
Mine's also dolphin related. We love dolphins on this boat. I did have a charter one time where it was mostly a dive charter. We did some rendezvous diving, but it rained every day, all day, and it was starting to kind of get to everybody. The last day of the charter, it cleared up. A rainbow came out, and kid you not, these two dolphins came and rode the bow of our boat for probably an hour. It was amazing, and everybody just was on fire, lit up. The mood changed. It was amazing, and that memory definitely stands out in my charter career for sure.
Well, that's all the questions I have for you guys. Any broker questions?
That is the end of the broker questions. Thank you guys so much.
Thank
course,
you.
thank
It's
you.
our pleasure.